For 100 years at Suibi Cavern in the kingdom of Sai, a Kaikyaku named Suzu had gone through abusive labor. She learned from Rio, the mistress of the cavern, that there was a young girl who was about her age who had ascended as the ruler of the kingdom of Kei.
Around the same time in the kingdom of Ho, Shokei, who was living a miserable life in a Kei province Rikei, also heard this news. Shokei never forgot that she was once the daughter of a king, and so she was jealous of the new young queen of Kei.
While Suzu's envy and Shokei's hatred for Yoko grew, Yoko was feeling unsure of herself as ruler and was becoming very frustrated.
Queen Kei! Oh yes, Queen Kei!
Oh, you were drifted to this world from Horai too, weren't you? Oh, you poor thing.
You don't know how hard it's been.
I know. No one in this world can understand what Kaikyaku have to go through here. But I understand it very well, because I am also a Kaikyaku just like you.
Beautiful.
Suzu's like a sister to me, and your sin of abusing her is unforgivable. I think it's time we consider making you into one of Suzu's servants.
That's not necessary. All I want is for Mistress to be a little bit nicer.
You're late. Why are you always so slow?
I'm so sorry.
Why is it that the stable workers can get here so much faster than a simple household servant like you can? This is despicable. I'm feeding 12 personal servants and only 3 of them are here. Honma.
Yes?
Get everyone out of their beds and tell them to clean up this place.
At this hour?
How am I supposed to sleep comfortably when all I have around me are useless servants who can't even clean? Oh, there must be a curse upon me.
Excuse me. Wake up!
Quiet! What is it that you want?
Please, Mistress told me to. I'm the one who's cursed. I'm the most unfortunate girl in the world. Queen Kei, please save me.
Taisai, we cannot proceed with the morning conference if you keep objecting to everything. Should we not think more carefully about who is to be the Lieutenant General?
No one's saying that we shouldn't think about it. However, objecting just for the sake of disagreeing is not helping. The Taisai is clearly taking it out on us because he objects to your punishment of Kokon.
Is that all true?
I am very disappointed that Kokon has been removed from Baku Province. However, now he will have the opportunity to prove himself innocent. All I am suggesting here is that we don't rush when we are making our final decision. We must consider the selection carefully.
We are all interested in hearing your opinion, Your Majesty.
The General and Major General have both agreed on the same man for lieutenant. So I suppose that gives him the proper qualifications. However...
As the Minister of Military Affairs, I agree.
As always, as Your Majesty commands.
The court minister is called Taisai, and he manages all the affairs that happen in the court. The administration of interior, Chikon, manages land and the registration of residents. The head minister is called the Daishito. The administration of ceremonies, Shukon, handles ceremonies. And the minister is called the Daisohaku. The administration of military affairs controls all defense affairs. The minister is called the Daishiba. The Daishiko is in charge of the administration of law, which creates laws and also performs many diplomatic functions. The The Minister of Economic Development is called the Daishigu. His administration makes special weapons and manages the various treasures of the kingdom. They also aid in furnishing the palace. And the Chosai oversee these 6 ministries.
That is correct. You have learned quite a lot, Your Majesty.
But there's still something I don't understand. Seikyo is currently the Chosai, but it doesn't seem that he gets along with the Minister of the Court or the Minister of Ceremonies. If the Chosai is in charge of all 6 of the administrations, he must excel in the affairs of the officials. So then why would there be people that are opposed to him? Is there some kind of elaborate power struggle going on amongst them?
They want your opinion, and they are so eager to have you listening to them that they get a little too outspoken sometimes.
But I think for the most part I listen to all of them equally.
The Tai Shi, the Tai Hu, and the Tai Ho are called the Songko. These 3 officials are the servants closest to the ruler. They are subordinates to the Sai Ho, Keiki. The Songko advise and make suggestions, as well as educate. They do not participate directly in politics, but are the closest officials to Yoko.
You know, seems I'm doing the same thing whether I'm in this world or the other. I always have something to study.
You must be tired. Excuse me, if I may, Your Majesty, I would like to invite you to visit the humble dwelling of your servant.
Uikyo, do you mean your house?
I have someone there who's recently learned how to cook the dishes which have been known to come from Horai. I was wondering if you'd like to join us for supper.
I would love to. And I am very touched by the thoughtfulness you've shown here. So I will definitely stop by your house later with the Kei Taiho.
Your Majesty.
What is it, Chosai? This is about the laborers, isn't it?
Yes. Because of the disasters created by Yoma and battles, the land has fallen into ruin. And according to the Minister of Interior, we must conduct large-scale repairs on several of our most used rivers.
But the ministers of ceremonies and others have made the strong suggestion that we send reinforcements to guard the capitals against the threat of Yoma during the winter months.
However, we cannot possibly complete it all. Both flood control and defending the capitals by spring. You must make the decision on which river to repair, and which capital is to receive reinforcements.
I'm sorry, but right now, I am unable to decide. I apologize. Although I have studied this place, I would like to discuss it with Keiki.
Unfortunately, the Taiho is not here this afternoon.
Oh, that's right. He is serving as the Lord of A Province this afternoon.
It would not be a problem if it were only the matter of a single province. However, if you continue to depend on him for every matter that requires a decision, his compassionate nature for the people will come before the future of the kingdom, and the state of the kingdom will decline.
Yes, I know. So please, give me some time.
Yoko remembered what had gone through her mind every time a minister had bowed before her. What was the expression on their faces? Was it ridicule? Disappointment?
I do not wish to be meddlesome in regards to affairs of the kingdom. However, I would like your permission to take care of this matter.
But can you do that?
We must hurry. We have to issue a proclamation for the new year.
Very well then. Discuss it with the other ministers and come up with a decision. Carry on. I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. Is this what being a queen is?
Your Majesty.
Oh, Keiki, thank goodness. Oh yeah, Uikyo has invited us.
I heard that the Chosai was visiting you just now.
Oh, right. I asked him to take care of this ongoing labor matter.
You just left it up to him?
It's unclear to me which of the sides should be given priority. I can't decide if I don't know the condition of the kingdom. And that's why I left the choice up to someone who does. Please tell me if I've done something that is considered wrong.
Although, it is always good to listen to what the officials have to say.
What do you want me to do?
If I may be direct with you, if everything is in accordance with the Chosai's wishes, some of the officials may not agree with it.
I just considered the opinions of the other 2 generals for who should be lieutenant, And about the labor matter, the Chosai wanted to take care of it. I'm doing my best to listen to everyone equally.
Then I have nothing to be concerned with. So what was it that you were about to tell me when I first came in?
Oh, Uikyo invited us to her house to join her for dinner.
You must remember to call the officials by their rank, not by their names.
Keiki! Are you dissatisfied with your queen? Do you think I'm useless? Do you miss Kaitatsu even more now?
Your Majesty, that is not what I mean in any way.
You're the one who brought me here and put me in this throne! And stop giving me that damn look!
Your Majesty, I just...
Now leave me!
Know something, Shokei? Our people call you the jewel of the royal palace.
You're joking.
There is no jewel in the world more precious than you are. Now, my dear.
That hair ornament belongs to me! And that's a jewel from my belt! What is it? Can't you see that I'm working hard?
I can see that, but I like the song that you are singing.
Do you really? I see.
Would you teach it to me?
Don't be ridiculous.
If you teach me the song, I would show my thanks to you by telling Gobo not to scold you so much.
It's no use.
And why's that?
It's because that song is not something that someone like you should be allowed to sing.
Oh, Queen K!
To make up for this, you will go without any food. You see, a Sennin can starve, but will never die. You should thank me for making you into a Sennin. But if you're unhappy being here, you could always leave. Or you could sleep in a stable with my Sekko if you want.
I'm sorry, mistress. Please forgive me.
Goodness, what a selfish servant she is becoming. Well then, why don't you go get some kankin for me?
Kankin? The herb that only grows on the cliffs of Mount Ha?
If you can bring back some of the herb before the morning meal, I will forgive you. Now go.
Queen K, please protect me. This is impossible. Did the mistress send you to watch me? I know, I'm going.
Don't give me your excuses! While everyone else was preparing for the morning meal, you were sitting there idle singing a song, weren't you?
I'm very sorry. I was just...
You're supposed to be working 5 times harder than anyone else here! Everyone earns their own food around here, and they do it with their own hands! Can't you sincerely apologize for once in your life? Oh, you think everything will be just fine if you just say that you're sorry! Why is it that I have to take care of you? Why do you think that children here have no parents? Why? Everything is Chu Tatsu's fault. It's all your father's fault.
But none of this is my fault.
Is that all true?
You should get back inside now.
Is it really true that her father's Chu Tatsu? Then that means she's really the daughter of the king. Then that song was one from the royal palace. Everyone listen!
No, wait!
The murderer's daughter, the princess, is here!
Don't do this! Please wait!
Stop this! Everyone!
Why are you stopping us?
She does have the non-resident citizenship. That means someone helped her by taking her out of the royal palace.
Who in the world would want to help her?
Could it be the Lord of K Province?
Who else would think of saving the life of such a pathetic being? Although it was also the Lord of K Province that saved us from the tyranny of that monster. Now we don't have to live in fear of officials anymore, nor do we have to worry about our families being killed. You think it would be right of us to kill someone that the Lord of K saved?
But she is the...
Of course I'm disgusted by her too. But if we killed her now, it would dishonor the kindness that the Lord of K has shown us. So please, I ask all of you to try and settle down for the moment.
How dare you!
Damn you!
How can you say such a thing when you're the one who's been treating me so badly?
You deserve it!
My parents were killed while she was acting all superior in the royal palace! Gobo, there's no reason for you to protect her!
They were killed because they broke the law. My father didn't punish them because that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to make the kingdom a better place by having those laws. And the people who ignored the law and did whatever they wanted deserve to pay the punishment with their lives. Ugh!
So you think it was right that they should be executed for not being able to come up with a single handful of grain?
That's enough!
For one handful?
Hey. My mother had left the field so she could take care of me when I had a fever. Do you think that was a good enough reason to cut her head off?
I didn't know about those things!
Is she the daughter? Is any of this true, Gobo?
Yes, it's true.
We shouldn't let her get away from here!
But none of this is my fault! I swear! I never had any idea of what my father was doing! Because he never allowed me to set foot outside of the palace! I beg you, don't do this!
Sometimes it's difficult to cook something by just having heard about it.
Oh no, it looks wonderful. Taishi, please be sure to tell the cook how much I appreciate it.
Your Majesty, call me Uikyo.
Okay. You must have worked a lot harder than anyone else to become a Taishi. Well, you are a young woman and already a Taishi, so I just thought...
With government officials, gender plays no part.
Is that so?
The previous ruler chased all the women out of the kingdom, so there aren't that many of them that chose to remain here. But in general, in regards to officials, half of them are usually women. There are quite a few female soldiers as well.
Oh, I see. The women of this world don't ever give birth to any children either. No wonder it's so different from Horai.
The kingdom of Kei happened to have had short-lived queens, but if you look at the history of rulers, there were many queens that had long reigns. For example, the Queen of Kyo has been on the throne for almost 90 years now. So please, take time to study this kingdom and lead us in the right direction. And by the way, I'm not nearly as young as you think I am.
Huh? Oh, right. You're a Sennin. That's right. Huh?
It's a little early to be celebrating the new year already.
No, don't! Please, Her Majesty is present!
What's going on?
What is this? Who granted you permission to mobilize the royal army? Major General.
Taishi! You and the others are the ones who've been planning to assassinate the Queen, is that not true?
Assassinate me?
Take a look! Toki weapons!
Those are the weapons that I ordered the Taisai to sell.
These weapons can kill Senin! The Sanko, including you and the Taisai, had been conspiring to kill the Queen with the help of Kokan!
And the Taisai?
These men were dissatisfied with the treatment Kokan had received, so under his influence they decided to bring the Queen to this house so that they'd be able to assassinate her!
Uikyo!
Your Majesty, please forgive me for this.
Uikyo!
Stop! Please listen, Your Majesty. We are only trying to improve the kingdom.
Let go! Uikyo, you were really planning to...
I see you have a He-Man.
Damn traitor! Fire at her!
She has heard of a creature called a Kirin. What an elegant creature it is, Suzu thinks. The 12 Kingdoms, Episode 26. A Great Distance in the Wind, The Sky at Dawn, Chapter 4.